Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today for an enlightening journey into the depths of the human soul through the lens of Carl Jung. Our topic is Carl Jung Explained. 9 signs your soul is rising, but no one told you. Over the next hour, we'll explore Jung's profound psychological insights, such as the collective unconscious, individuation, and archetypes, and uncover 9 signs that your soul is awakening to its highest potential. This process, though transformative, often goes unnoticed by others, making it a silent yet powerful evolution. Let's dive in. Who was Carl Jung? Carl Gustav Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist born in 1875, revolutionized psychology with his focus on the spiritual dimensions of the mind. Unlike Sigmund Freud, who emphasized repressed desires, Jung explored the unconscious as a source of wisdom and growth. He introduced concepts like the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of human experience, and individuation, the journey toward becoming your true self. In this speech, we'll connect these ideas to the rising soul, an energetic and psychological awakening that shapes your aura and presence. A rising soul reflects a psyche aligning with its deepest purpose, often unnoticed by those around you. Now, let's explore the 9 signs. The 9 signs. Your soul is rising. 1. You feel a deep inner calling. Have you ever felt an unexplained pull towards something greater, even if you can't name it? This is a sign your soul is rising. Jung's concept of the self, the archetype of wholeness, suggests that this calling emerges as you align with your true purpose. It might manifest as a desire to create, heal, or explore life's mysteries, pushing you beyond your comfort zone. This inner voice is your soul awakening, guided by the collective unconscious, where universal wisdom resides. This calling often feels vague at first, a restlessness, or a sense that your current life isn't enough. Jung believed that individuation begins with this inner stir, prompting you to integrate your conscious and unconscious selves. Your soul's rise might lead you to start a journal, meditate, or pursue a passion like art or philosophy. Others may not notice this shift, as it's an internal process, but your aura begins to radiate a quiet intensity. To nurture this sign, reflect on what stirs your soul. Ask, what excites me? What feels meaningful? Jung's idea of active imagination, engaging with your unconscious through visualization, can clarify this calling. This process can be lonely, as friends or family might not understand your new focus. Embrace it as a sacred journey, trusting that your soul knows the way, even if no one else sees it yet. 2. You're drawn to solitude and reflection. If you find yourself craving solitude to think or recharge, your soul is rising. Jung emphasized that individuation requires introspection to explore the unconscious. This need for alone time reflects a psyche deepening its connection to the self, a sign your soul is awakening. You might spend hours meditating, writing, or simply sitting in nature, feeling more alive in these moments than in crowds. This shift isn't about isolation, it's about inner growth. Jung saw solitude as a space to confront the shadow, the hidden parts of yourself, and integrate them into your identity. Your soul's rise makes you comfortable with your own company, and this self-awareness begins to shape your aura with a serene strength. Others may not recognize this change, perceiving you as distant, but it's a silent transformation fueling your spiritual ascent. To support this sign, create a routine for reflection. Journal your thoughts or use mindfulness to listen to your inner voice. Jung believed that understanding your dreams or emotions during solitude reveals your soul's direction. Balance is key. Connect with others when needed to avoid withdrawal. Reflect, does solitude bring you clarity or peace? Your soul's rise depends on this inner work, unnoticed yet profound. 3. Your dreams become more vivid and meaningful. If your dreams are rich with symbols or feel like guidance, your soul is rising. Jung viewed dreams as messages from the unconscious, connecting you to the collective unconscious. A rising soul amplifies this link, making dreams vivid, perhaps featuring archetypes like a wise guide or a transformative journey. This inner dialogue signals your psyche's awakening, often unnoticed by others. These dreams might include recurring themes or emotions that linger into your day, offering insights into your life. Jung believed they guide individuation, helping you integrate suppressed aspects of yourself. Your soul's rise turns dreams into a personal mythology, shaping your aura with a mystical depth. Friends might not see this, but your intuitive responses in conversations hint at this growth. Friends might not see this, but your intuitive responses in conversations hint at this growth. To deepen this sign, keep a dream journal and note patterns. Ask, what do these images mean to me? Jung's concept of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences, may align your dreams with waking life, reinforcing your soul's ascent. Avoid dismissing them as random. They're your soul's language. This process can feel isolating, but it's a sign of your spiritual evolution, quietly unfolding. 4. You feel a shift in your values. If your priorities are changing, moving toward meaning over materialism, your soul is rising. Jung's idea of individuation involves aligning with the self, shifting your values to reflect your true essence. You might value relationships, creativity, or spirituality over status or wealth, a sign your soul is seeking authenticity. This internal shift shapes your aura, though others may not immediately notice. This change might mean letting go of old habits, like chasing promotions, to pursue what fulfills you. Jung believed that confronting the shadow, acknowledging hidden desires, helps refine your values. Your soul's rise makes you question societal norms, guiding you toward a life of purpose. People might see you as different, but this transformation is your soul's quiet ascent. To embrace this sign, reflect on your values. Ask, what matters most to me now? Journaling or discussing with a trusted friend can clarify this shift. Jung suggested balancing new values with practicality to avoid alienation. Your aura gains a compassionate strength, inspiring others subtly, even if they don't recognize the source. 5. You experience heightened intuition. If you're trusting your gut more, and it often proves right, your soul is rising in a profound way. Jung saw intuition as a bridge to the unconscious, a direct line to the collective unconscious where timeless wisdom resides. A rising soul enhances this instinct, giving you an inner knowing that guides decisions with uncanny accuracy. You might sense truths about people or situations before evidence emerges, perhaps feeling a sudden unease about a choice that later proves wise, or knowing someone's intentions without words. This heightened intuition is a sign your psyche is awakening to a deeper level of awareness, often unnoticed by those around you who might attribute it to luck or coincidence. This intuitive leap might manifest in everyday life, like avoiding a risky situation or offering advice that resonates deeply with others. Jung believed this reflects the anima animus, the inner feminine or masculine archetype that connects you to the emotional and spiritual currents of others. Your soul's rise amplifies this sensitivity, making your aura a conduit for subtle energies. People may describe you as perceptive or insightful, yet they rarely grasp the soul-level transformation driving it. This process can feel isolating, as your intuitive leaps might outpace others' understanding, leaving you to navigate this gift alone at times. To cultivate this sign, practice listening to your intuition with intention. Set aside time for meditation or quiet reflection to tune into your inner voice, perhaps sitting in silence for 10 minutes each day, asking, "What is my gut telling me?" Jung's concept of active imagination can enhance this, encouraging you to visualize scenarios and trust the feelings that arise. Reflect on past instances. When has your intuition guided you correctly? Was it a hunch about a person, a decision, or a path forward? Keeping a journal of these moments can reveal patterns, strengthening your soul's rise. However, Jung cautioned against over-relying on intuition without balancing it with reason and action. Your soul's awakening invites you to test these insights in the real world, perhaps acting on a hunch by taking a new opportunity or seeking confirmation through dialogue. This balance prevents you from drifting into fantasy and grounds your aura in practicality. The challenge lies in managing the emotional weight of this gift. You might feel overwhelmed by others' energies or burdened by insights you can't share. To protect yourself, practice grounding techniques like deep breathing or spending time in nature, ensuring your soul's rise enhances rather than exhausts you. Your aura gains a luminous quality, subtly influencing those around you, even if they don't recognize the source of your wisdom. 6. You face and embrace your shadow. If you're confronting your fears, flaws, or suppressed emotions, your soul is rising with remarkable depth. Jung's concept of the shadow, the hidden, often painful aspects of your personality, must be integrated for true individuation. A rising soul pushes you to face anger, shame, guilt, or insecurities, transforming them into sources of strength and self-understanding. This internal battle, though silent, deepens your aura with authenticity and resilience, a process that others rarely witness but feel in your newfound peace or confidence. This journey might involve acknowledging a past mistake, perhaps a regretful decision or a hidden resentment, and working through the emotions it stirs. Jung believed that embracing the shadow heals the psyche, aligning it with the self and marking a significant step in your soul's ascent. You might notice this shift as you stop avoiding difficult conversations or begin forgiving yourself for old wounds. Your soul's rise turns these dark corners into light, shaping an aura that radiates integrity. Others may not see the struggle, but they might sense a change in your demeanor. Perhaps a steadier gaze or a calmer response to stress, hinting at this profound growth. To support this sign, engage in deliberate self-reflection. Set aside time to journal about your fears or traits you've hidden, asking, "What am I avoiding and why?" Jung's active imagination offers a powerful tool here. Imagine sitting with your shadow as a figure, dialoguing with it to understand its message. For example, if you fear failure, ask what it teaches you about courage. This process can be intense, stirring emotions like sadness or anger, so approach it with self-compassion. Balance this inner work with external support, like talking to a trusted friend or therapist, to avoid becoming overwhelmed. The challenge lies in resisting the urge to suppress the shadow again when it feels uncomfortable. Jung warned that denying it prolongs inner conflict, stunting your soul's rise. Instead, view each confrontation as a victory. Each fear faced is a step toward wholeness. Reflect on your progress. How have you grown from embracing a flaw? Has it changed how you interact with others? Your aura's power grows as you integrate these parts, making you a beacon of authenticity, even if others don't fully understand the source. This silent transformation is the soul's quiet revolution, preparing you for greater alignment with your purpose. 7. You feel connected to something greater. If you sense a profound link to the universe, humanity, or a higher power, your soul is rising with expansive depth. Jung's collective unconscious ties us to shared human experiences and archetypes, and a rising soul amplifies this connection. You might feel awe while watching a sunset, empathy for a stranger's story, or a sense of destiny guiding your path. Signs your psyche is expanding beyond the personal to the universal. This shift imbues your aura with a transcendent quality, though others may not grasp its spiritual roots, seeing only your calm presence or thoughtful words. This connection might inspire spontaneous acts of kindness, like helping someone in need, or a feeling that your life has a larger purpose. Jung saw this as the self emerging, linking you to archetypes like the wise one or healer, which resonate with the collective unconscious. Your soul's rise might lead you to explore philosophy, spirituality, or nature, finding meaning in the interconnectedness of all things. Others may not notice this shift unless you share it, but your aura begins to radiate a unifying energy, perhaps drawing people to you for comfort or inspiration without them knowing why. To nurture this sign, immerse yourself in experiences that deepen this connection. Spend time in nature, meditate on your place in the cosmos, or volunteer to serve others, asking, "How am I part of something bigger?" Jung suggested grounding this feeling in action, like writing about your insights or contributing to a community, to avoid losing touch with reality. Reflect on moments of connection. Did a conversation or a natural scene shift your perspective? Keeping a gratitude journal can reinforce this sense, strengthening your soul's ascent. The challenge is balancing this expansive awareness with daily life. Jung cautioned that an ungrounded spiritual focus can lead to escapism, so integrate it into practical steps, perhaps using your empathy to support a friend, or applying your insights to a creative project. This connection can also feel overwhelming, as you might absorb others' emotions or feel the weight of global issues. Practice grounding techniques like deep breathing or physical activity to maintain your energy. Your aura gains a luminous, compassionate strength, subtly influencing those around you and marking your soul's quiet rise toward unity. 8. You attract synchronicities. If meaningful coincidences seem to follow you, your soul is rising with a harmonious rhythm. Jung coined synchronicity to describe events that align with your inner state. Perhaps meeting the right person at the right time, finding a book that answers a question, or noticing repeated symbols like a certain number. A rising soul aligns you with the universe's flow, making your aura resonate with destiny and purpose, a process often unnoticed by others who might see it as mere chance. These synchronicities might include a chance encounter that leads to a job opportunity or a song lyric that mirrors your thoughts. Jung believed they reflect the collective unconscious guiding you, a sign your soul is in tune with a larger design. Your aura begins to carry a serendipitous quality. People might comment on your good luck or timing, unaware of the soul-level alignment driving it. This rise can feel magical, yet it requires you to stay open to these moments, trusting their significance. To deepen this sign, track your synchronicities with intention. Keep a journal, noting each event and reflecting. What does this mean for me? How does it guide my path? Jung advised using active imagination to explore these coincidences. Imagine what the universe might be signaling through them. For example, if you keep seeing the number 7, consider its symbolic meaning, wholeness, spirituality, and how it applies to your life. Balance this with skepticism, testing insights against reality to avoid overinterpretation. The challenge lies in maintaining focus amidst this flow. Jung warned that overemphasizing synchronicities can disconnect you from practical action, so use them as inspiration rather than reliance. This process can also isolate you, as others may not share your fascination or understanding. To stay grounded, share your experiences with like-minded individuals or channel them into creative outlets like art or writing. Reflect, how have synchronicities shaped my choices? Your soul's rise enhances your aura with a mystical resonance, quietly guiding you and influencing others in subtle, unseen ways. 9. You inspire without trying. If your mere presence sparks growth or change in others, your soul is rising with a transformative power. Jung saw individuation, becoming your true self, as a process that benefits not just you but the collective. Your aura, radiating authenticity and wisdom, acts as a catalyst, motivating a friend to pursue their dreams, calming a tense room, or encouraging someone to face their fears. This impact is often unnoticed by you, unfolding silently as your soul ascends to its highest potential. This inspiration might show as a colleague thanking you for a casual comment that shifted their perspective, or a family member crediting your calm demeanor for their courage. Jung believed your aura embodies archetypes like the guide or transformer, uplifting others through your alignment with the self. Your soul's rise might lead you to share stories, offer support, or simply be present, each act weaving a thread of transformation. Others may not recognize the source, but they feel its effect, describing you as inspiring or grounding without knowing why. To embrace this sign, reflect on your influence with intention. Ask, who have I inspired and how? Keep a journal of feedback or moments where you've seen growth in others, using active imagination to visualize how your energy impacts them. Jung suggested acting with purpose, perhaps offering encouragement or sharing your journey to amplify this gift. Avoid forcing change, as your soul's power lies in its natural flow. Let it emerge organically. Balance this with self-care, as inspiring others can drain you if you neglect your own needs. The challenge is staying humble amid this influence. Jung cautioned that pride or over-responsibility can disrupt your soul's rise, so focus on being rather than doing. This process can also stir complex emotions in others, gratitude, envy, or resistance, reflecting their own journeys. Handle these reactions with compassion, recognizing they're about the other person, not you. Reflect, how does my presence affect those around me? Your aura gains a radiant strength, marking your soul's ascent as a quiet force for collective good, unnoticed yet profoundly impactful. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Jung's wisdom reveals that a rising soul is a silent, transformative journey marked by these 9 signs. Rooted in individuation, the collective unconscious, and the integration of the shadow, Your soul's ascent reshapes you and subtly uplifts others. As Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Embrace this rise, trust its process, and let it guide you on this Friday, May 16th, 2025, and beyond. Thank you.